Hey everyone, got a flashlight review for you today, and it's on the Olight S1R Baton II. Before I get into this, I'm gonna give you a backstory on how I came to get this light. I use my iPhone flashlight all the time, and I wanted something, I could carry in my pocket or just to have on me instead of having to use my phone. I had a Pelican light. It was a small light a long time ago, and I lost it, and I liked that, and that was pretty much the only other light I had. And so I started researching, looking at different options, and I came across the Olight. And the one I have here it's like I said, it's the Olight S1R Baton II, and this particular one is a limited edition color. You see right there, this is the desert tan color. And this isn't an unboxing. I've already been using the light for probably like the past week, so I really just wanted to show the color. I wanted to go over the the features of the light and just give a few thoughts on it. So first of all, go over the cost. The cost on these is $64.99 for the regular black models, and this one wasn't much more, as $69.95 for the desert tan. And at the time of recording this, there were still several of these available to buy at different places, so it shouldn't be too hard to find, but they probably will sell out eventually, and that'll be it. There's other versions of this too. I think they call them the seasons, and there's like a different variation for all the seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. But anyway, first I'll go ahead and show you what comes in the box. I did already open this. I'll go ahead and open it again real quick, just so you can see what comes in it. It's got some instructions here. The light does come with a little piece of plastic covering the battery that you need to take out when you first get it. So here we go. Got a little message from Olight there. Comes with this nice microfiber drawstring bag that you can keep the light or the accessories in. Got the instructions here. It comes with a lanyard and a little case for some extra batteries. And this was the little piece that was in the light. Let me get the light out. The light it comes on the other side of the packaging right here, and here it is. Let you get a look at that. It also has the charger, which I already have out of the box right here. And it is a magnetic charger. And I can go ahead and show you how that works. I'm going to plug it in here. This is really convenient to have this in a EDC flashlight. All I do is it just snaps right on and starts charging. There's a light. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there it is. It's a green light, and it'll turn red when it's charging. The red's a little harder to see. And then when it's done charging, it'll turn green. So that's really convenient. So I have this sitting at my nightstand at night before I go to bed. Just put it on the charger. It stands up. It's pretty easy. So let me adjust the camera here. Let's let you get a look at it here. Really nice machining on this. It's got some knurling here on the handle that really gives you a good grip. I really like that. You can see there it says the S1R Baton II. It's got some blue accents all around on the pocket clip, the button, and on the top here. And right here is the spot for the lanyard. You can put a lanyard through there. So really nice design, and just quality feels really nice in the hand. I was surprised how nice it felt when I got this. Now I don't have a ton of experience with flashlights, so this is pretty much my first nicer light, but I am really impressed with it. So first I'm going to go over some functions, go over the functions with you, and then I'll give you some of my thoughts on it. So I'm going to try to, it has a lot of functions on this, and I'll try to break it down simply. So first thing is that this has a memory, which means it the last mode you were in, when you turn the light on, it goes back to the last mode you were in. So if you were on low last, when you turn on the light, it's going to be on low. So you don't have to cycle through all the modes every time you turn the light on. So basically, there's 5 different brightness levels. And out of those 5, there's 3 basic ones. There's low, medium, and high. So for low, medium, and high, all you do is turn the light on, and then to cycle through the modes, you just hold the button down. That's low, medium, and high right there. So that's high. If you want to go to low, just hold it down. You just let go on the modes you want. So that's low, medium, and high right there. Now you'll notice whatever mode you're in, it has a LED indicator here that you see it's green, and when you're in these modes, this will always stay on to let you know the about how much power the battery has left. So when it's green, it means in this mode that you're in, there's 60% or higher battery left. If this turns yellow, that means it's between 10 and 60% battery, and if it's under 10%, 10 or under, then this light will turn red to let you know that you only have 10% left. So that's a really nice feature. You don't have to wonder, how much power you have left. So that's that. Low, medium, and high, and low again. Now I want to show you the run times real quick before I go on. I meant to show you this first on the back of the box. So it has turbo mode that can go up to 1,000 lumens, and it will last for 1.5 minutes, and then it'll slowly drop to 300 lumens and last for 37 minutes. High is 600 lumens, and it'll slowly go down to 300. The 600 will last for 1.5 minutes, and then once it hits the 300, it'll last for 45 minutes. Then the medium, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Low, 20 hours. And the moonlight mode will last for 8 days, which is awesome. And there's some other information you can look at there: the length, diameter, the weight. It is IPX8 waterproof, and that's the distance that the light can throw for each mode there. So I meant to show that before I got started. So back to the modes. You just turn it on and hold the button down. It'll go to low, medium, and high. So that's pretty simple. Now I said there was 5 different brightness levels. That was low, medium, and high. Now there's turbo mode. So to get into turbo mode, all you do is double tap. You can double tap when it's off or when it's on. So you can turn it on here. That's low. I'll go ahead and double tap, and that's turbo. It's 1,000 lumens. extremely bright. And then if you want to go out of it, just hold it down. It'll go start cycling back through the modes again, or you can just turn it off. Even when it's off, if you want to go straight to turbo, just double tap. There's turbo mode. And the last brightness mode is the moonlight mode. And to get to that, all you do is press and hold, and then moonlight mode comes on. So this is only a half of a lumen, I believe. Yep, and it'll last for 8 days. So this light will stay on for 8 days in this mode. And this light, you can't really tell right here, but in person, this light will, you know, it's good for just doing small things like at night if you need to, you know, go to the bathroom, go to the kitchen or something like that. This works, and it's just nice to have. So that's that. Got the moonlight mode. To leave moonlight mode, you can just turn it off, and it'll remember moonlight mode as well. So you can go back, and it's still in moonlight mode. Now it won't remember. The memory won't work for turbo mode. So if you're in turbo, and then you turn the light off and turn it back on, you're in high mode. I don't think you're in actual turbo mode anymore. That's the only one that doesn't remember, but moonlight mode works with the memory. Let's see. Oh, and one thing I did notice that I hadn't seen in another video is that there's no indicator in the moonlight mode. So that's the only mode that doesn't have the LED come on for some reason. As soon as you go to low, you know, it comes on. And for every other mode, it's on. So just thought I'd mention that. Another thing is that when it's in turbo mode, right, like this, after, I don't know, it doesn't take long and this light will actually start getting pretty hot because it's putting out so much power. So this does get hot pretty quick. Okay, so the next feature, so that was all the brightness levels. Now there's a few more features that it has that I'll show you. There's strobe mode. So if you triple click this in any position, it'll go into strobe. So here's a triple click. I'm sorry, I didn't do it right. Triple click and there's strobe. And I believe that you can do that once it's on too. If the flashlight's on, the triple click. Yep. So that's nice. You can get to the strobe from anywhere with the triple click. It also has a lockout mode. So since this button is a side switch, not a tail switch, it's possible that you could accidentally turn this on while it's in your pocket. So they put a lockout mode that will lock it out to prevent that. And the way you do that is you hold it on. You hold the button down like you're going to moonlight mode, and you just hold it down after moonlight mode. So you don't let go on moonlight, you just keep holding it down. Moonlight mode, and you kept holding it down, then it went off. Now if you try to turn the light on, nothing happens. And you get a little red LED showing you that it's locked down. To get it out of lockout mode, you just do the same thing, hold it down until moonlight mode comes on, and then it's out. So that's a nice feature to have. And the only other mode or function on this light is the timer mode. And the timer will let you, it'll let you set the light down, and it'll go for either 3 minutes or 9 minutes. You can set it for 3 and the light will stay on for 3 minutes, or it will stay on for 9 minutes depending on which function you do. And so for the, and I was going to show too, all of these functions that I'm showing is in the manual here. And so to get to the timer mode, if you double click and hold, that single blink meant that it's in 3-minute timer mode. So this will turn off in 3 minutes. If you want the 9-minute timer mode, you double click and hold, and it'll do 2 blinks to show you that it's in 9-minute mode. So there was the 2 blinks, that means you're in 9-minute timer mode. So that's all you gotta do. Once the light is on, turn the light on, double click and hold. That was 2 blinks. So 9-minute mode, if you want to go to 3, double click and hold. Single blink means 3-minute mode. So it definitely has a lot of functions, and I believe I went through all of them there. So I'm gonna do a few size comparisons real quick, just so you can get an idea of the size of the light. Let me back up a little here. I only have a few things. This is a Victorinox Cadet, Alox Cadet I think it's called. So, you know, even that's taller. And let me bring in, this is Spyderco Delica. So you can see it's not a big light. And here's just one of my pins. So yeah, it's a great size, and it is pretty small. Well, all right, I'm gonna show some footage later of this in the dark. But first, I just want to go over some things that I really like about the light, and then I'll show some footage of it in the dark. The first thing is that is just the build quality. You can tell when you're holding it how nice the build quality is. The you know, the texturing, everything that's milled down is really nice. The pocket clip is really nice. You can kind of see like a stone washing in it. So that's the first thing, is just how nice it feels. That was the first thing I noticed when I opened it. Another thing I really love about this, like I said before, is the magnetic charging. Makes it super easy to just get a charge on it. You don't have to take anything apart, take the battery out, charge the battery, nothing like that. You don't have to try to adjust anything to put a USB into it. It just works. So that's a really good convenience, and it just sits up, so you can set it on your nightstand like I do and just let it charge. Another thing is that the battery life, to me, on this is really good. If you look at the package here, the Moonlight mode will last 8 days, low 20 hours, and medium 3 hours and 40 minutes. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, low mode or medium mode is going to be good enough for probably 90% of the things you're doing. Like, if you're just carrying this on you for when you need a light, you're not going out in the forest and, you know, with a search party or anything, this low or medium is going to be more than enough. And if you use low 20 hours, that's a long time when you're just using it off and on, that it can last. So I'm really impressed with the battery life, and like I said, Moonlight mode 8 days. Sometimes if I have to get up at night, I'll use that, so, you know, it won't wake my wife up or anything. It's not too bright, and I can still see what I need to see. So that's great. I think it's a really good battery life. I like too how the tail cap is so strong. You can attach that. Let me show you. I got something metal here. It's a little screwdriver set. It's really strong, and I like that because if you're working on something, you can attach it. Like if you're working on your car and you have the hood open, you just put it right there on the hood, and it'll stick there. You can put it, you know, just on it. You'll probably find a lot of different uses as you're using it, you know, for places to put it. But that's a really nice feature to me, is to be able just to stick it somewhere and you know, be able to be hands-free with it. Another cool thing is this pocket clip is kind of a two-way clip. So you can clip it that way there, or you can clip it here. And so you can actually put this on a hat, which I'll show you. Let me put it on. Let's see, kind of hard to do on camera. But you can put this on a hat and use it as a, you know, a headlamp, which is kind of convenient if you ever had to do that. And that brings me to one of my favorite things about this light, which I'll show you now, is that the size of this light fits perfect in your fifth pocket on your jeans, the watch pocket. I'll show you that. Brought a pair of jeans right here just to show you. Because what always made me not carry a light is that I didn't like it, you know, constantly rubbing against my knife. And so I wasn't actually intending on carrying this a whole lot, because just for that fact, I didn't like it hitting other things in my pocket. But when I got it, I realized that it'll fit in this pocket so good. It's really cool. So let me clip it on here. And that's usually how I've been carrying it. And it doesn't get in the way. And it doesn't brush up against anything else. And when you sit up in a chair, it doesn't pinch or anything. And it's just barely sitting up. Now you can put the clip that way where the tail cap's facing up, or you can put it the other way like it was on the hat, and you have the lens facing up, whichever way. And you could also too, this clip is removable. So if you want, I've been thinking about maybe doing just completely pull the clip off and just let the light ride like that in my pocket. So you got a few different options, but I just love the fact that it does fit here, so I can carry a light with me and not have to worry about it hitting the other stuff in my pocket. So I'll usually have a you know, multi-tool, a pen, you know, things like that, maybe a small pry bar and things like that. So anyway, it's weird, but that's one of my favorite things about this light. Move this out of the way. And my next, so that's probably my favorite thing. My next favorite thing is just the battery indicator. I just think that's so cool, how that you can always know if you're getting low and just what the status is. Because if you're working on something, say you're in high or medium, and you know it can turn orange or yellow on you, and you know that it's getting low, you can just switch it to low mode and you know, just save your battery. But you know that because of the battery indicator. And I like how it's always on. I've seen some other lights where it only comes on when you first turn the light on, and I just like that a lot. Let's see what else. So probably my last favorite thing about this is just how bright it is. It's like overkill bright for just EDC, for just doing small stuff. Not even small stuff, like this has a lot of power. I was shocked how much power this has, especially, you know, for most of the time using my iPhone light, which ain't bad, but this is just crazy bright. And I was just kind of blown away by that. So I have some footage I'll go ahead and show. I didn't go crazy with the footage. I just did a few different shots in different places where you might be using it. So I didn't get too in depth with that. One thing I did forget to mention is that the battery this takes is, I guess I can go ahead and show you. This unscrews like this. Body unscrews. And I'll show you the light here. It's their own, I guess it's the IMR 16340. But this is their own custom battery that it uses. And I think it has like the positive and negative both on one end, so it'll work with the magnetic charging. Let's see if I put this back in right. And you can buy extra ones on their website. Keep them charged if you need them for backup. Just like that. It's got an O-ring right there for to keep it waterproof, so that's nice. Whoops. So, and it does have that case that you could keep the batteries in. So alright, I'll go ahead and show that footage real quick. Alright, a quick shot of in my car in the dark. Here is moonlight mode. And you can see it's just enough to, look around. And low lights up pretty good. Medium. High. Lights up a lot. Turbo. And it's brighter in person than it is in the video. The video has it showing like a yellow light for some reason, but it is really bright in the car. It's more of a white light in the car in person. So, all right, I'm outside of my driveway now, and I'll show you what the modes look like. Here's low. You can see right in front of me pretty good. Don't really see too much across the street on video. And here's medium, which is really good. A mailbox down my driveway. Kind of see on my neighbor's house there. I shouldn't be out here too long. And high, this lights up everything. You can see it shining on the house there. Let's see if I can get these trees. There's some trees way off in the distance. Let me go to turbo. You can kind of see it in the video, but you can actually see the light on the trees in person. And just to look around, like down the side of my house. I mean, this is really, just lighting up the neighborhood. So this is my hallway in the morning. And it's not completely dark, but we'll see what it looks like. This is on low. You can see that actually lit up pretty good. And medium. Look at that. And high. That just completely lights up the hallway. And turbo, even brighter. And that door is probably 25 feet away or so. All right, and in the bathroom, here on moonlight mode, you can see a little bit. This is really just enough if you had to, just get up in the middle of the night and just need a little bit of light, and this would work. See, I'll go to low. Lights up a little more. And medium. Pretty much lighting up the whole bathroom. And then high. And that is lighting up the whole room. And then I'll go ahead and go on turbo. It's even brighter. So this is lighting up the entire bathroom. No lights are on. And let's see, I'll scale it down real quick. And go back to medium here. You can even put it right here. Go ahead and go on high. And it's lighting up the whole bathroom. All right, so I hope y'all are able to get a good idea from those shots just how bright this is. My final thoughts on this is just that it's a highly featured you know, EDC light with more than enough lumens and power. You know, it's borderline overkill. Like, do you really need this light? You might not. You know, there's cheaper options, even from Olight, you know, and that take, you know, maybe just a single AAA, and it's, you know, less than half the price, and you could get by with that fine. Now, so this would be, you know, if you want something, you know, it's a little more fancy, you know, it's got a ton of features. I mean, you're really paying for the features and that charging, you know, just all the functions combined make this such a high quality light. And you know, it's just, if you're looking for something, you know, a little bit above the average EDC light, and you have the money for it, I think this is definitely worth it. And so anyway, I hope y'all got a good look at this, got a good understanding of how it works, and just wanted to show you, you know, if you were thinking about buying, and just to help y'all out. The last thing I'm going to say is I do have a couple upcoming videos of the same model as this, the S1R Baton II, but I'm actually getting in the winter version in titanium. So I'll be doing a video of that as well, and I'll probably compare the two and go over some differences and things like that. So that's coming up. And I also got the Baton Pro that just came out in blue, and I'll be getting that in, and I'll be doing a video on that as well. I don't know if I said at the beginning too, but I paid for this light myself. I didn't get it for free or anything, and also paid for the Baton Pro and the winter. So, you know, just an honest review from a guy that didn't really carry a light before, and just kind of blown away by this. And just want to let you know about those two upcoming videos. So y'all have a good one.